Hey, gonna die. I broke down and heard her, don't forget it. Mine sharper than machetes. Spicy like chili, got that sauce like spaghetti. Cooking this crack on this track, keep it steady. Hope y'all are ready, this my Armageddon. I'm making them sweaty, these groupies lined up and they naked and ready. I fuck the world and y'all all get aborted. I love recording, y'all do it for boredom. Sipping on this shit that got my brain all distorted. Got me looking around and fucked up like a tourist. I'm clipping all these stems like I am a florist. I got your girl, sleeping and creeping and leaving with me.
Lighter flicks and head kicks.
Lighter flicks and head kicks, episode 8. There's surprisingly a decent amount in the news for MMA and the UFC world.
You know, more than others.
It's March 31st, 2020. We're still in a live fucking pandemic. The coronavirus. COVID-19 virus still very much active in the United States and swelling a little bit, getting bigger. Dana still is planning on having a fight on April 18th. What do you plan on doing on April 18th, Mike?
I plan on watching it, and I hope... How in the hell can we not get Khabib out of Russia? Like, I just don't understand how that's actually a thing. Like, do we just not have their number? Do we not have a translator? What's the problem? We need Khabib. Only Khabib.
Yeah.
For a very important fight. Why do you not want to do it?
Yeah.
Putin or whoever.
Can't
like,
we just get
what?
Dana's talking to Trump. Khabib's definitely talked to Putin. Can't we just figure this out? Private jets. I know there's the border. You're not supposed to travel. Yeah. We know.
Yeah,
don't
cut
we
that
have
shit
enough?
out.
Don't these billionaire fucking men have enough planes that we could probably do this in a safe way?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like let's lace all a plane. Let's fly it over.
I got a question for you. And Tony elaborated.
Fucking important, dude.
Tony elaborated to this. Why did he leave the States? But he was convinced, and UFC had told him the fight was going to be overseas. But fuck! If he didn't leave,
yeah,
we still have Tony Khabib for certain. They offer Tony Gaethje. Allegedly. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't hate Khabib for going back to Russia because that's where his family is. So even though through all of it, it's like, well, when push comes to shove, I'm probably sticking there too. But when the fight comes, he's got to be able to leave. Yeah. Tony Justin, yeah, that's a cool fight. Did you see what John Kavanaugh said on Twitter about option 3?
But there might be an Irish fellow that's interested in this card.
I think that's bullshit, and they just want to get his name in the
I would agree
back
with that.
in the media.
Yeah, I would agree.
But like, who the fuck actually wants to fight Tony? But
not Corona. Here's the thing, man. I'm the biggest fan of fights. Is this worth pushing off Khabib and Tony to do this thing with Tony and Gaethje? To do this, short-term super card with no fans, maybe in the Contender Series building. But we get Rosenstrike, Francis. We get all these great fights with no fans, and we ultimately don't get the fight we wanted to see. Or we do in a situation where they haven't had the training camp that they're used to. AKA is closed right now. Can't we just wait until this is over? And even if Khabib has Ramadan, okay. Move it to the MSG card in November. This fight needs to happen. Rebook it. Yes, it'll be for the 6th time. Yes, it sucks. Yes, this is completely ridiculous, but...
what else do you do? It has to happen.
It has to happen, and it has to happen next. I don't want to see Gaethje Ferguson for an interim title, just for them to strip it away from Ferguson. We've done that. Ferguson's won an interim championship title that they took away from him.
Yeah, if I'm Ferguson, it's Khabib or no one.
It's Khabib or no one. Let's talk about something.
A little source told me that Woodley wanted some of that ass, though.
Whose ass?
Ferguson.
At 170?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that fight? I think it's fun. If Tony was in a different place in his career, I would say definitely let's try it out. But man, this fight, I can't agree with you more. This fight it's bigger than all these fights.
Yeah.
Khabib Tony has to be the next fight.
Yeah, no doubt. It is a little interesting. I think ultimate decision, if Khabib can't do it, what do you want to do, Tony? If Tony wasn't able to be the one that went to the fight, I'd ask Khabib, you get to choose whatever the fuck you want to do here.
Yeah.
No matter what, Tony's got to get paid more, though.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if they do an
That's
interim
another
and
thing
he
we
agrees to
talked
the
about.
Gaethje fight, I'll watch it. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll definitely watch it. So something that's happened since we talked last, and we actually talked about the Jan Blachowicz fight possibly being next for Mr. John Jones. Shortly after we recorded, John Jones got arrested in Albuquerque
New Mexico.
for some drunk driving. Allegedly, possibly could have fired a gun. He had the gun on him. You're our John Jones compadre on this podcast. Can you tell us a little bit more, Mike? What have you... did you watch the police cam? Let's start there.
I watched the body cam. I think TMZ put it out, or Bloody Elbow maybe, I don't know. And honestly, all right, he was a little bit intoxicated. You could clearly tell that. He really wasn't that fucked up, though. And if you're the level of John Jones, you would think that a little slip-up like that would probably, maybe get pushed under a little bit. We know he's got prior stuff, but he must really just not have his act together right now. I think... I don't know, if he walks away from the legal problems, the judges don't like him there. If he walks away from the legal problems, there's not much you can do with the UFC, right? You're not going to do anything.
Mm-hmm. If you were the UFC, do you do anything here? Do you make a move? They said they talked to the team. But, if you follow UFC's history, historically they just wait for, a real court conviction of some kind. They don't.
Which is that's an American thing to do here, right? So... I think as punishment, we just got to do the immediate down match.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, that's not.
You don't get to choose what you do anymore.
Yeah, I think having things like, say he pops for maybe another a special substance of some kind. Maybe we're not so lenient as we were anymore. John has this way of bad things happen to him, and we kind of just by the time he fights again, we kind of just don't care. And, if the guy parties a little bit...
We all party, right?
I can't condone the drunk driving because you hurt somebody.
Yeah. Which he
did. And he's got a gun that's loaded.
In today's world, the gun,
it just seems
can't be shooting it off anywhere.
He's shooting it downtown.
Did he do that? I don't know.
I think so. The shell was in the car. I mean, the gun's loaded. They heard shots fired. People reported shots fired. It's just a bad look. I'm not saying it's the end of the world. I'm surprisingly not that hard on him. Your brother was ready to kill me. He's thinking I was gonna kill Jones, but nah. I honestly think Jones likes to party, and by now, sure he is a Christian and he likes to vow by God, but he also likes to vow by the the white substance and the alcohol, and he likes guns now, which we've talked about.
Yeah, I mean,
the guy's he's a wild man, and he knows in his heart he can beat up anybody on the planet, and that does something to your ego.
Yeah, how could it not? How could you be the most badass motherfucker and be like...
Dude, I don't know. I can't judge the guy, to be honest, because I don't know how I would be. I don't know what the UFC should do. I was surprised Big John suggested that the UFC cut him. Big John says, I'm done with him. He's done enough bad things. He hasn't learned it. I think he should get jail time. I think he will get jail time.
No way.
Yeah, I don't think so either. What do you got, Mike? Let's move on. That's John Jones. We'll see the ramifications from this. I heard he cried in that body cam.
Yeah, he did.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the body cam. I didn't really feel the need to.
I don't know. Watching it, it was kind of... You almost watched it and was like, wow, dude, it looks like... John maybe is in a little bit of a holy cow, guys are catching up to me state. He was out one night, worst case scenario, the cop got him. But down deep, I don't think that's true. I think that this is John, and he got fucked again, and now he's maybe a little bit of a show. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe trying to get out of it a little bit. He kind of does this, when he makes a mistake.
I found the box for those.
God, I love these. And a little bit of recent news before we dive into what you want, before I give you some of the floor here, Mikey. Dustin Poirier is not fighting on April 18th. UFC
he was another option there, but
yeah,
no, that's not
yeah.
happening.
UFC would like him to wait for his May bout against Daniel.
Which is a good fight, but
What are we
it's just
smoking, by the
not.
way?
We
Do
honestly,
you remember?
I don't even remember. I think it's Grease Monkey. I'm trying to taste it right now.
Grease Monkey sounds about right for this time period. Tell me what you got. What's been on your mind, Mike? I'm gonna give you the floor here.
I don't know. I talked last time. Oh no, about some matchups that would be cool to see. You got any matchups that you want to see here?
Khabib versus Tony Ferguson.
Any
what else?
what about for like a big super card? You got a super card matchups? Oh! Shevchenko. She's hurt.
Hurt?
Yeah, she's out against Calderwood.
Really?
Yeah, that's canceled. For sure, postponed.
I didn't hear this.
Yeah.
How did she get hurt? What do you know the
Leg?
injury?
Leg,
A
I
leg
believe.
injury.
Yeah. I retweeted it. Check out the Twitter.
Check out the Twitter at Flicks
at
and Kicks. We do have some fan questions. Have we covered the news? Is that the news for the week?
I don't know. Maybe
John
some
June.
more.
So, fucking think about it. No pressure. All right. Here's a fucking question. This is from Michael Johnson. I work with him. Also a fan of the UFC, and he listens to the show. And Mike, shout out to Mike, bathroom
Good
hog
name.
Mike.
Good name.
He goes, does any retired fighter ever make an unlikely return to the octagon? Getting the, maybe sitting at home thinking about their life, thinking about their career, or a previously retired fighter come out of retirement after this quarantine. Mike, what do you think? It's a good question. It's a good idea. I'm trying to think of recently retired guys I'd like to see back. I still think Gustafson's going to be back, but I don't think that's news. I feel like he's already said he's
He's already going to come back. I mean, down deep, ass cream, woo.
I really want to
He's
see.
gotta get his hips done.
I really want to see Rumble come back at heavyweight. That'd be fucking
Rumble
good.
versus John. I think we've talked about that before. And that would that'd be another big fight. John's got to keep up with big names.
St. Pierre is probably my favorite.
That's the other.
And I'd love to see. I'd always love to see him fight. And him versus Khabib is like the dream. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, sign me
Let's go for that. Thanks, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike.
Or what about? No. But he's almost crazy enough, dude. What if Bisping just was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I want a shot at Izzy for real. No, not Izzy.
All right, man. This is Lucas M. Does UFC ever?
All right.
How old is Lucas?
No, Bisping.
How's Bisping?
Yeah.
Dude, he's not coming back.
Come on, 42.
He's not coming back.
43.
He makes. He's really into the commentary. Does UFC?
He's all about it.
And I think they make some money
Celebrity
because now Felder's talking about retiring. So I'm thinking commentary might make some good bank. Does UFC ever drop Jones? If so, does Bellator make a move on him?
Yeah, Bellator would. UFC won't.
I agree with you. If UFC were to drop him, Big John McCarthy said he would bang the wall for Bellator not to sign him. Which is, he really doesn't like him. I think he'd get picked up in an instant. If not Bellator, it'd be one or wherever. But
So
UFC,
Big John can't ref with John Jones.
well, he doesn't ref. He's retired from reffing. So, and he's speaking his mind. More fucking power to him,
We like him. Fan of the show.
I think so.
What if there was a tournament for fighters that are past their prime in the UFC? They're not gonna make a run at the belt, but they still got some left in the tank, They just put out a little catchweight tournament,
I would love a tournament, dude. Any kind of tournament. I
would
would
can't be an
love.
up and comer. You got to be over. 30,
What about
over 30?
What about, dude? You know what I would like to see? Ages 25 to 30, one night, 8 guys, tournament style, Grand Prix, and it's continuous damage. That's the type of shit that's traditional martial arts, gangster type shit. I'd love to see some of that happen.
Could we get a commission on that?
Could we talk about? Oh fuck! Give me a second, Mike, because I forgot his name. But it's only because I'm smoking weed. Ryan Hall. Can we talk about how dangerous Ryan Hall is?
Yeah.
Listen, Matt Serra was talking about him on UFC Unfiltered. Shout out to UFC Unfiltered.
That's right.
He and Jimmy Norton. Love that guy. And he says that he is so dangerous. He's like, that is the one person you just do not want to meet in like an alleyway or a dark area. And no one wants to fight him. Fuck, man. I think he's like my ghost for what is he, 155? Or is he 170?
But
he's like, for whatever division he is, I can't remember. I think he swaps. I think he can do both.
Does he?
I think he can be a champ because all I've heard is jiu-jitsu wise is he's just another plane.
Yeah. Who's he got? What kind of jiu-jitsu does he run? Do we know?
Gracie.
He's Gracie.
Yeah, and he's on the East Coast. I think it's like South Carolina. Oh, it was Stephen Thompson who was saying that he's like, I can't do anything to Ryan Hall. He's like, I can't do anything. He's like, on the ground, he's a fucking nightmare. Ghost. I have a question from my buddy Ian Chapman. Is this a good time to start a fighters union? Start thinking about a fighters union? Start thinking about pay and what they demand in pay? Thinking about health insurance in a time of quarantine? What do you think, Mike? I've always supported a fighters union.
Yeah. I can't argue it. Why not? I think you're going to need somebody. The hard thing with fighting, I guess not really, it's just a lot of different camps. Like, there's not a lot of the same teams. Everybody's different. So who's going to run this fighters union?
This is what I like about it. The thing is, remove the idea of UFC 1. Remove all that. Remove borders. We're all just people on the globe, right? And we all do the same sport, right? Under these condition rules, right? So, I think
rules.
You start establishing contracts like, this is the minimum a professional fighter makes. Because you make billions, UFC. We're going to start, 100,000 and millions instead of 100,000 finally at the top. We're going to start making money, all right? Also in our contract is medical expenses. They're going to be covered by the UFC from now on. Anything, dental, covered by the UFC. Because the sport...
Isn't it usually?
Only if it happens in the UFC. Only if it's a UFC-related incident, which is fine. But I think what would benefit from a union is it would structurize... Because these guys are still living a world where it's like if you tear an ACL and your career's over with, you're fucked money-wise. And even if you tear your ACL fighting, yeah, they might cover like your rehab and stuff like that, but then you're done. Then you're just done. There's no pension, there's no retirement plan, there's no idea of what you're supposed to do after. I think a union, if anything...
If I go and do something if I go tear my ACL and it's not work-related, I'm not getting nothing either.
Yeah, but you would have health insurance like a normal job. So at least you would.
Aren't they getting health insurance paid to that?
No, they don't have regular health insurance through the UFC. Only if it's like during the fight. Or like on a work-related, like if you're doing media.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like when Tony Ferguson tore his ACL, they paid for that because he was doing media on the job. But it's only because it's on the job. So what I'm saying, the union would benefit like larger fighter benefits, in my opinion. That's it.
Yeah.
But...
I just think that sometimes we're getting a little crazy these days. So, but no, there has to be something out there for him, no doubt. Let's just...
I think it would benefit everything because then free agency would be really, really... Because then everything would be public.
Do I want that, though? I kind of like UFC at the top.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think they would stay at the top because they have the most money. It'd be like... But I don't know, man.
Start leveling the
I
playing
don't
field.
know.
Bellator's really only a step behind them, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, when you look at Bellator's payouts, they're still lower. They're still... It's not
payouts,
like not like people are leaving.
Fan attraction, though, they could be at the UFC level, I think.
Maybe, but DAZN, I think, is horseshit.
Yeah.
Who has DAZN? Do you have it? Anybody listening at home have DAZN?
Let us know if you do.
So, that's all I got on that. Let's do a couple more fan questions and wrap it up here.
Yeah, give me some more fan
It's a beautiful Tuesday here. It's not raining anymore. That's nice.
I like that we finally got some questions.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, props to our friends and family on Twitter.
Maybe Oh, it is the end of the month.
This
so
was
maybe we
at
can
Chica
look
on
back.
Twitter. Have you
Ooh.
followed? Have you seen her at Chica, the MMA girl?
No.
Does Tony and
I've been on
Khabib
the
still
Facebook
happen?
page,
Straight up.
So.
Straight up. Does Tony and Khabib still happen? I said.
Down deep in my heart, I want to say. Has Dana said no, it's not happening? Because I haven't seen that. I tried looking for it. I haven't seen Dana come out and be like, it's not happening. Until that happens, I'm ready for. I think yes. I don't know. Until Dana tells me no, I think yes.
I thought yes until they offered Gaethje the fight, supposedly. And no one's come out and said that that's false.
Yeah, it's a good point.
And Khabib has openly said on the internet, like I think it was an Instagram Live, like I can't leave Russia. So my thought is the fight happens, just not on April 18th. That's what I think about that. Can we talk about Masvidal?
I also
Usman?
think that is this the case? Did Russia just start closing shit now? And they're like, holy fuck, we can't do anything.
No, they've been
They've been closed, and now they're like, all right.
They've been closed, but
so.
they're not all up on the media like everyone else. Like they don't report their numbers.
Right,
like
the numbers aren't the same.
They're
halfway
they keep it
between
hush
us.
hush.
Yeah.
They keep everything on the down low. Dude, they're fucking mafia. Yeah. White, grown fucking men. They all wrestle, do sambo, and they fucking they're out in the Arctic, dude, with parkas, and they have guns and shit, dude.
They fight wrestle bears.
Like, they don't care about this shit. They don't give a fuck over there. Can we talk about...
It's cool, though. Like, hey,
Mikey,
but why don't we have more of them guys in the UFC?
Hey, bro, they're coming.
Yeah.
Fucking Zabit. Usman... Okay, so Usman Jorge says no to the fight. Jorge's saying Usman's saying no to the fight. Who do you believe? For April 18th. Usman did an Instagram Live. I watched 6 minutes of him saying... They called Jorge. He said he's not ready physically. He's been touring for his fucking new, what is it, tequila? Which I kind of believe. And he's like, he can't make weight. I've been trying to make weight. I can make weight. If he says yes, I'll do it, yes. And then fucking Jorge's, who's his fucking manager again? It's,
Ali.
no, Ali's is Usman's.
Oh, yeah.
It's, fuck. Abe. Abe said, no, that's bullshit. They're denying the fight. Who do you believe?
I think maybe is the fight 100% agreed upon? I think that might be the deal. Maybe they just don't have an agreed upon deal. I don't think either
They
one's
supposedly
necessarily...
both have a contract, and
they're both ready to
waiting.
fight. There's no there's no question. They're fighting each other now, right? They could have done something else. They haven't done something else, so now they're fighting each other. I don't think either one's backing out. I think there's a problem with the BMF title, and that is that now Masvidal thinks that he's a belt holder and he deserves more money.
Yeah.
And you kind of do, but that's still the champ, bro. So there might be a little issue there, I think.
Is there an issue with Jorge wanting this fight? Like, where maybe he'd want an easier fight?
No, I think Jorge
No.
wants it because he hasn't became champion yet. He's how old? Usman's got bad knees.
I think it's fair for Masvidal not to take this fight on 2 weeks' notice.
You good on this?
I'm good, man. I think it's fair that Jorge wouldn't want to take this on 2 weeks' notice, but, like, if that's the case, if he is saying no to it, he shouldn't publicly be saying, like, I'm saying yes to it and he's saying no to it. Somebody make a decision. If you both want it, fucking make it happen, Dana. Get this April 18th going, because I fucking can't be in fucking
I don't really want
this
that
bullshit.
to happen because I still want Khabib Tony. So let's
I want
talk
Kobe
about
on this
your
card,
friends
too.
with
I want
Trump.
Kobe on the card. I want Francis versus Kobe on this card. April 18th, Francis versus Kobe. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Anything else, Mikey?
Oh. I got a cool fight that I want to see. What do you think about Yoel versus Gustafsson?
Ooh, at 205. So
Yoel's
Yoel doesn't
going
have to
up.
cut weight. Oh, I think that'd be a really cool fight for him.
Right? He's
And
not doing 85 anymore.
Right.
Fuck that. He
It's
goes
a
up
big
to
fight for
205.
him. It's a
Gustafsson comes back.
big comeback fight. Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, let's do
Take
that
that
one.
to the bank there, fucking. Who's running the show up there? Hey, Sean Shelby. Fucking get
Give
that
me
out.
a call.
Yeah,
I got a
Give
few
us a
more.
call.
Should I lay a couple more on him?
Ooh, you got another one sizzling over there?
I do, but All right. I'll let you know. What do you think about Gaethje versus Oliveira?
It's a fun fight, dude. It's a really fun fight. I feel like that's like Gaethje versus like.
I think Gaethje's running out of people. Like
It's like a Brazilian. It's like a Brazilian Tony.
Yeah.
And he's on a long streak, and he's been
Yeah.
submitting people. I mean, I think Gaethje versus anybody's fucking.
Yeah, you can't really say no.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, that's
I love
true.
fights.
You say Gaethje and you're just
I thought Sean O'Malley. Versus who the fuck am I thinking of? The prospect, Nathaniel Wood. I think that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of a cool fight for. They're both unranked.
Right,
they're both younger guys.
Yeah, who's the top prospect coming up?
Yeah, and Sean just
and
fight.
they might get a fight later on in their careers. Those are two guys that can match up later.
I think they both fought Quinos too, and they both beat Quinos. So I'm thinking about that. I'm always thinking about what's next for Sean, but like, man, I can't wait for him to fight like title contenders, man.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Ortega's just about ready. I still want to see. I think Korean Zombie Ortega is the fight to make.
Yeah, I think. Well, after everything that happened, what's there to say no to, right?
We gotta make that fight, man.
Yeah. What do you think?
Stickers are coming soon, guys. That's another thing. And I want to hear some feedback about the logo. Fucking shout out to I forgot his name. Dalton.
Yeah,
Andy Dalton.
He's got a sweatshirt.
Dude, Dalton's got Mahone hair, and it's like dope.
He's got a hoodie company coming out, so we'll throw that on there.
Yeah, there is a to be continued conversation coming about a hoodie company partnering up. We're gonna do a collab of some sort. I can't wait to get my hands on one of these lighter flicks and head kicks hoodies. What about you?
Yeah.
What about you there?
Yeah, I know. I was looking at them like, well, I'm gonna take like at least 6 of them. I don't know. I want like at least 6 different kinds, you know. Yeah. Then I'm probably gonna fuck one up, so I need one nice one to go. I don't know.
You never know over here.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. Keep watching old fights. Keep staying in the news. April 18th could happen, and I mean, when that's like a, we'll be doing the breakdown once we have an actual fight card.
And I'll tell you what, if you we're getting stickers soon for sure. Can we do it?
So. I think.
All right, I'm ready to go down. So start thinking of some fights that were judged wrong, and not obvious. Okay, you can't just pick like a big controversial one, but shout out one of those over here. Mike will pay for a sticker. I want to get these stickers out,
I want to smack these on like car
another
hoods.
way. Let's do it up. Send some questions.
Yep. Send more
Facebook
questions.
page is up.
Facebook?
Yep.
I don't know anything about Facebook.
Yep.
Tell us about the Facebook page, Mike.
I don't know. I just put it up. I started a week ago. Got frustrated with it. Didn't know what I was doing. Came back a week later. Got it going a little bit. Got another step, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The logo's on it at least now, so.
We're coming.
We need a tech guy.
We don't need a tech guy. What's going to happen here, Mike, is once we get rolling with some fights and we get some mics, eating Mike and Nikes. I don't know, Mike. I'm just waiting for fights just like anyone else. It's definitely that. All right.
This is
count us out there, Mike.
Yeah. Look who mackin', look who crackin', look who poppin' in this hoe. My fashion never crashin', sitting sideways at my show. I'm floating on this wave, there ain't no way that you gon' coast. I'm smoking and I'm choking on that pot like I'm roast. Yeah, I was 15 whenever I hit the blunt. After that I had some liquor poured up all in my cup. I was sitting and gripping, leaning all on the couch. I woke up faded, had some drool on my mouth. Nowadays, I'm taking half salt to the face. I'm passing lanes, staying the same and chasing the change. Yeah, I swear I'm faded like a shot from Jordan. Drinking imported, what you thinking, homie? You ain't important. I got the city on my shoulders. Thought I told you I'm a blow up. I'm way too colder, I be polar like I'm froze up. I'm high as hell, I'm in the cut like stitches soda. I got some hoes at my shows and they sideways.